Good evening. My name is Father Rayappa. I am here in A. Kattupadi village near Vellore, South India. I'm going to talk about Laudato Si, chapter 2, the Gospel of Creation, in the subheading called the common destination of goods, material goods. So Pope is writing 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. So I'm going to read the second paragraph, that is 94, article number 94, in which the pontiff says that there is a possibility of owning private property if it serves to others, if it has the social purpose. So the private property you can own. The church supports private property as long as it is benefiting not only to the owner and also to the neighbors and to the world at large. But if it is not serving others, only self-interest, church is not recommending private property. So we should be very clear on that. So Article 94, Laudato Si, simply says you can own land, sure, as long as it has a social mortgage or a social purpose. And actually the bishops of Paraguay, Pope is quoting in the article number 94, has written so beautifully. They call it a farmer by name campesino. In their language he is known as a farmer. So a farmer should have a little bit of land. That is his human dignity. But also humans should have house. You see, every creature has house in nature. Birds have their nest, and snakes have their burrows, and foxes have their holes. Microscopic bacteria have their soil. Everybody has their home. But how come humans are not having a home? So everybody is entitled to have a home and also a piece of land where he can work, because the Bible mandate is clear: till it and keep it. Genesis 2:15. So in order to fulfill the Creator's command, every person should own land. And the bishops of Paraguay are recommending their government to provide land for every campesino, to every farmer. That is probably the first clause when you make agrarian theology. How to make agrarian theology if you don't have land? So everybody should have land. Even the people, those who work in offices, even the people, those who work in big firms, they should have little land in their houses where they can cultivate their own vegetables, flowers, herbs. So every person is a cultivator. Every person is a farmer. Every person is a tiller. This is a tiller, you know that. This is the name tiller. It's a biblical word, and these business people have taken the biblical word and they are appropriating this machine with tiller, and then they are making money out of it. So tiller is a biblical word. It's protected by copyright. How come these manufacturers have used this? But anyway, this is tiller. So as long as this tiller is not abusing this land, not spraying fertilizers, not spraying herbicide, this tiller is okay. Organic farming, so this tiller can be used. But anyway, land is a must for each and every citizen of the earth. And even United Nations recommends, and there are 7 billion people, United Nations says every person can have 2 hectares of land. Yes, we can give land 2 hectares. As I told you, this earth is big. It's huge enough for everyone. Okay, don't say 7 billion people, too many people, but there is a lot of land available. We are not demographically distributed. We are concentrating in one place, putting pressure on the local ecology. But we can be dispersed. There is a lot of land available, and we can live very comfortably. So I'm going to read it now. Laudato Si, article number 94. 94. Pope Francis is writing as the rich and the poor have equal dignity, for the Lord is the maker of them all. Proverb 22 verse 2. He himself made both small and great. Wisdom chapter 6 verse 7. And he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good. Matthew 5 verses 45. This has practical consequences such as those pointed out by the bishops of Paraguay. Every campesino has a natural right to possess a reasonable allotment of land where he can establish his home, work for subsistence of his family and a secure life. This right must be guaranteed so that its exercise is not illusory but real. That means that apart from the ownership of property, rural people must have access to means of technical education, credit, insurance and markets. Wow, that is brilliant. Not only owning land is very important for a campesino, for a farmer, but what about education, technical education, how to farm or credit? You don't have money, you don't have investment. So banks should give credit to the farmer, and also insurance. In case the crop fails, the farmer is compensated, and at last markets. When he produces, when he has the rice and when he has the potatoes, when he has the sugar cane, it should be sold reasonably. The markets, they cheat the farmers. They buy at a bottom price and they sell it for profit. So Pope is talking about markets, reasonable markets created by the government where a farmer gets his price. He suffered, he borrowed money and he worked hard. So this is the beautiful, beautiful article from the Laudato Si, article number 94. So we need to have land, and the bishops and the leaders around the world should make sure that all the citizens, they should have at least a small piece of land where he can cultivate, and human beings should fulfill the mandate from God, and we should facilitate that option for them. And let us read article number 94 from Laudato Si. Pope Francis' encyclical on ecology and environment is talking about the private property and the universal destination of goods. Private property is justified by the Church as long as it serves the social purpose. If it serves, private property serves only individualism and self-interest, I think we are not entitled to own private property. So please read, and happy reading, and God bless and thank you.